You've probably heard about the risk of having radon in your home and how it's the second leading cause of lung cancer after smoking. In fact, it's the main cause of lung cancer in non-smokers, and if you do smoke, radon exposure greatly increases your risk of developing lung cancer. As an Idaho Realtor, I'm sometimes asked if you can protect yourself from radon by buying new construction instead of an existing home. To answer that question, it helps to know where radon comes from and how it gets into our homes in the first place. So what is radon? It's a naturally occurring gas, comes through the breakdown of radioactive uranium, and it's found in granite and other types of rocks that underlie our soil. There's radon pretty much everywhere in the world, but there may or may not be radon in your home. It really depends on the bedrock beneath the structure and how your home is constructed. Your home could have radon, but your next door neighbors might not. So how does radon get into your house in the first place? Is it because you leave the windows open in the summertime or because you're opening the door to the outdoors all the time? No. Radon comes up through the soil and into your home through cracks and holes in the foundation and the flooring. Radon then gets trapped inside the house, especially in our newer, more energy-efficient homes, which tend to be more tightly sealed. Now, I'm sure you're thinking it would be impossible to seal every tiny crack in a home, especially as the home settles over the years and new cracks appear. And you'd be right. You cannot seal up your home completely. It wouldn't even be a good idea. So now we can answer the question as to whether or not buying new construction would protect you from radon. And the answer, unfortunately, is no. Radon could be in homes of any age and any condition. It simply depends on what the underlying soil and bedrock conditions are. Well, you might then ask, isn't there anything that a builder can do to prevent radon intrusion into my home? Now, that's a great question. Actually, builders could install radon mitigation systems, but that would be an additional expense for something that might not ever be needed. Well, can't builders test for radon while they're building the home? And the answer is no. Testing requires that the home be complete, the windows and doors closed, and it takes time too. The logical route to follow is for you as the buyer to test your home for radon once you've moved in and gotten settled. Short-term radon tests only take about a week. If a short-term test shows high levels of radon, then I'd advise you to do a long-term test for 5 or 6 months, and that's what I've done in my own home. Or you could install a radon mitigation system immediately. Given that radon levels can vary over the course of the year, I would recommend doing a long-term test if your short-term test shows some cause for concern. Both short-term and long-term tests are inexpensive and easy to administer. Just follow the directions on the box. It's really easy. Once you've determined that your home has high radon levels, it's time to call in an experienced radon mitigation specialist who will install one of several types of systems that can prevent radon from entering your home in the first place. The expense is worth the peace of mind you'll get from knowing that you've eliminated a potential health threat. And one last thing, radon levels can vary over time, so consider running a short-term test every 5 years or so. As your home settles and ages, more radon may be able to sneak inside through new cracks and crevices. Got questions about new construction in Idaho? Well, take a look at this next video.